My father said, that's why you lost your hair.
I brought some questions from actual IMDb fans on our social channels that people sent in.
Man.
Fun.
Awesome. There are so many iconic lines in the original movie. What is your personal favorite?
In the orig. Why is no one ready? That one.
That one.
Why is no one ready?
Do you ever use that with your kids?
I would love to use it with my kids.
Yes, but in a different tone.
Screaming.
Yeah. I like the one when you're in the hospital and you say, I was just one. No, is that where you say it?
See,
no.
you haven't seen it.
No, I don't remember.
That's when we're walking up the steps.
Oh, that's when we're walking up the steps.
This gets misquoted to me every week, including by Stanley, who was in the movie, but it's, I'm one stomach flu away from my goal weight, which is actually true of a lot of us.
I'm just one stomach flu away from my goal weight.
Mine is 1,000,000 girls would kill for this job. That is mine.
A million girls would kill for this job.
The storm one is so good.
Yeah.
It's drizzling.
It's just
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
It's just, I don't know, drizzling.
The smack your little head one is always my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you fall down and smack your little head on the pavement?
Not that I can recall.
No one usually says that one. That's a really good
Oh,
one.
that's
True
so
fan.
funny.
True fan.
True fan.
Yeah.
My favorite is That's All.
That's all. That's all. That's all.
The last scene of the movie, I had written, Miranda looks at the driver, and then it said go, but in the stage description it said go. And then Meryl decided she wanted to say the word go. And that's my favorite moment in the movie, was just her taking something from the scene description and making it dialogue.
Go.
She wasn't actually supposed to speak
No,
that.
it wasn't.
She
Yeah,
took
in
it
fact,
from-
we shot the scene and we were wrapped the scene. All the lights came down, the car drove away, and then Meryl came to me and said, David, could we do that scene again? Yeah, get the car back, get the lights back. And she sat in the back, and this time she said go. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. That's going straight on the IMDb trivia page for the movie. That's
Amazing.
Such a fun fact. I love that.
Truth is, there is no one that can do what I do.
I have a fan question from my mom.
Okay.
And we're from Wisconsin, and she loves cheese. And she wanted me to ask you specifically if cheese is actually one of your main food groups like it is for her.
It is 100% one of my main food groups. I cannot go through a day without it.
I can attest to that.
Our whole family are
The whole
obsessed
family,
with
yeah.
cheese.
She and her sister.
Crush
Yeah.
cheese. I could mainline cheese directly into my veins
Yeah.
and it would never be enough.
It's a very British thing.
We're cheesy.
When I feel like I'm about to faint, I eat a cube of cheese.
Talking about fashion a little bit, what is an unpopular fashion look that you would defend?
I'm only defending them because they're very comfortable. Do you remember the kind of harem pants? You know, it kind of looks like you've pooped yourself. It looks like you have a diaper on, a very full one, but I found them very comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
I would defend them when I just had children. I would rock those harem pants. And my husband has never had anything to say about my fashion sense apart from those pants. He finally said, I don't think they do you any solids.
You had some solids.
There were too many
Yeah.
solids in them.
Yeah, I can understand his concern.
Yeah.
But I can understand after you've had a child. I
Who
can't
cares?
understand after you've had a child, but
I can understand.
I understand having had so many myself. Yeah, you just wear whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, your pelvic floor is shot. you
It's
know.
gone. It still is.
Yeah.
Stanley, does anything come to mind for you?
If you're talking about popularity, what is popular now is people not dressing nicely most of the time. So I'm a big one for, especially if you're traveling,
When he
you wear a
flies.
jacket.
Now, my sister and I are in sweatpants.
Yeah, I know, it's very upsetting.
And when Stanley flies, he looks immaculate, like he's going to an elegant dinner. Now, is that an Italian thing, or is that just kind of
I think it's
old
just
school?
because I'm old.
But I've seen many old men in sweatpants.
Yes, I know, which is repellent. Yeah. I was always told by my parents that
Dress
we're
up when
traveling,
you
we're
travel.
going. But then I look at pictures of us, and I had like a baseball cap that I wore all the time when I was
you?
a kid. And my father would get so mad at me. He's like, why do you have to wear that cap?
I can't even
And
imagine
so-
you in a baseball cap.
Yeah, my father said, that's why you lost your hair.
I want to wear like costumes to events and stuff. Like, you remember when Heidi Klum was the worm at that Halloween party? I think we should be doing that at regular concerts.
Regular.
Like, I think that
It's
would be
Heidi Klum's
super
costume
fun.
party
Every day.
every day.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really fun.
Remember Crackle nail polish?
No, what is
Yes,
that?
I do.
When it like splits after you put it on.
Yeah. Just as like a
Ooh.
science experiment. I'll defend that.
I never would look at something and be like, that's such a faux pas. I just don't, my brain doesn't go there.
Right.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have more of an opinion.
There are also so many incredible cameos. I'm curious if there was anyone that you were the most psyched to see.
Okay. Yes. And actually, she's now actually a dear friend of mine. Truly, seriously. So when Sierra was coming, we were all on the makeup bus and I was so starstruck and so like, oh my gosh. We started playing 1 2 Step because I was like, guys, we've got to get it out before she gets here. We can't be weird. We can't sing in front of her. And then she came and she was so kind and now she's my sis.
Like everyone was a star-strucking kind of moment for me. I actually feel like when I saw that you were cast as Charlie the Chair, I was really excited.
I was gonna say mine was like the New York like theater and comedian crowd when I was like when Conrad and Daniel and Rachel,
George C. Wolfe.
yes, like
Praising
seeing
his
all the
role.
like especially our generation of like New York theater and comedy people. I was like, oh my gosh, how fun is this? Like we're in this movie. That's crazy.
I know.
Well, the one I'm the
yes,
most
that's
excited
right.
about is
Gonna tell you everything about us.
Yeah, you know. So I'm a golfer. So Rory McIlroy popping in for a few hours to play himself was thrilling for me.
And for me, it was Law Roach, who I'm obsessed with, and I was so excited. Law represents something in fashion, which is sort of the rise of the stylist, and I felt like from a story perspective, it was really important to have somebody like
But
that.
you know, to work with Marc Jacobs for a day.
Oh my God, come on.
You know, was thrilling.
Very good actor.
You know, we had an amazing time with Donatella Versace. John Batiste spent an entire day on a 95-degree heat. Wearing this amazing suit, Tina Brown
Right.
and
Kara
Kara
Swisher was a
Ryan
highlight.
Chang, and obviously there's a big pop singer in the movie. That felt like
Oh
the
my
world's
God.
biggest cameo.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think is going to be the most quotable line from the new movie after fans see it?
Who knows? Because it could be something that we weren't intentionally like performing to be a line.
I think it's gonna be what is the exact way you say it? It's gonna be who gives away Chanel?
Who gives away Chanel?
Thank you.
It's gonna be that. For
You
sure.
mouthing something after Meryl? I don't remember what.
Because in the script it said Amari copies Miranda. When I read it, I thought I would at least be able to see her face,
Yeah.
the way that it was going to be blocked out. So I'd be like copying everything that she did and stuff. And then when we did it, I was actually behind Meryl and I could just see the back of her head. So I'm like, I don't know what to copy. So I just ended up just mouthing the words with her.
good.
Apparently it worked out.
But that probably made it better.
Oh, it was
right?
Yeah.
perfect
That
because it was
makes so
different
much
every
sense.
time. It was so thrilling to watch you like play. in that way.
Thanks.